Hey there, sports fans. Welcome to the Fanside Ninja podcast. And it's true, we were definitely going to do a preview of the biggest game in Europe in terms of national team football that sees England in action against Spain. With the Godfrey and the company of the one and only Igwe Chibyke. Do the honors, Igwe Chibyke.
Hello, my name is Christy Boys and girls. Name I'm Johnny B. Bim. Welcome to this wonderful moment. It's always good to see you. My name is Igwe Chibyke. I don't know all of y'all.
Incredible stuff. Igwe
Yeah, that
Chibyke,
is
good
it.
to have you on the show. Now, as you know, it's a big game tomorrow on Sunday, July 14th, which is also Bastille Day in France. But more importantly, is the final of the European Championship. Uh, your thoughts on this one? Spain have played the best football, scored 13 goals, considered only three. England haven't played the best football, and yet somehow they're in the final. And there's this, I mean, like them or hate them, there's this spirit that they have, and I have to give them credit for that. They seem indomitable. Like there's just this fight with them that they will just get the results, and you just feel that might just come to play on Sunday. But what are your thoughts on this titanic clash between these two teams?
I think this English team just reminds me of the Portugal team that won the last tournament. If you remember
Mm,
that Portugal team, they weren't playing the best of football, but they were rugged. I can remember them scaling through with some penalty shootouts. They played ugly, but they got to the final and they did the most important, which is they won the match and took the trophy home. So I what this England team won't currently look like because they've so far so good. They have dogged their way. They might not be the highest scoring team, but trust me, their compact nature have guided them through, and I don't think they've conceded less goals too in this tournament. That's it. So, kudos to them. They've really done well because what is important, football is a game of numbers, it's a game of scores. It doesn't matter who get possession, who win, it matter at the end of
mm,
the day. That is it. That's football for you. As for Spain, well, we know that Spain have been the team that have entertained us in this tournament. It is Spain, number one. Then you have Germany because when I got teams that are entertaining, high scoring, playing the football, making it look so sweet and sexy. It is Spain, that is it. They've really done well. I wasn't even so surprised at all. From the first day I saw them play their first match, and then the second match. I think that these guys, man, they'll be tough not to crack, and they've really held their ground, even against fans that I feel they were going to have a more tougher match. They still held their ground, even they were still the better side, not just in forget the fact if France first score goal, they are just still the better side. So this to be a very interesting clash. That is all I know. Very very interesting. In fact it will be quite interesting. I see this match going to be a very what they call a tough. It won't be so easy. It won't be but it's going to be a very tough match. That's what I see it as.
Well, I feel the same way too, but I have a feeling that if the match goes, if it's going to go in one direction, if one team is going to win the game, it's not going to be a 2-1 victory or a 1-0 victory. To be a landslide if a team is going to win it like convincingly, but the
Wow.
the permutation will be like it's going to be a tough one, and of course England have that ability to sneak in and perhaps get the victory tomorrow. And of course, if that happens, for many reasons, even though we will not, like we say, we will not hear what we say here a lot in Nigeria for the next 1 week plus or even the next 5 years.
2 years,
But at least
5 years.
feel that certain players will be deserving. In fact, I would say, what am I saying? 5 years. We've not even heard enough words. They still talk about 1966 like they won the 1966 was like
My
last
brother.
last week.
Mm.
So yeah,
Mm.
it will be something that will be in our conscious in terms of the media space because we have all the whole top
Mm.
media houses that cover sports are all British. So
Mm.
it will be in that space for a very long time. However, you minus that, you have to also give credit to whom is due. Southgate can be criticized for his tactics all you want, but the man, in my opinion, and apart from the guy that won the cup for England in 1966, talking about Sir Alf Ramsey, Southgate is the only other manager that has been successful for England. Two consecutive European Cup finals, a semi-final place in the 2018 World Cup to come third, and of course losing out to France in the quarterfinal stage of the last World Cup in Qatar. That is more success than Sven Goran Eriksson, Sir Bobby Robson, and even Sir Bobby Charlton and any other person that has been a Glenn Hoddle who have all managed English sides in the past, even Kevin Keegan. So You have to give them that credit. And also for one man, if I want England to win this competition, it's just for one player, and that is Harry Kane. I just feel that Harry Kane has suffered. Like, do you know how bad it is for Igwe Chibyke that you're one of the best strikers in the world, and you go to a team, Igwe Chibyke, that has won the competition 10 years in a row. Now the year where you enter, now they no come win trophy. You know that kind of.
Rome
You know
was
how that feels. Talking about Bayern
you
Munich.
ran away from you ran away from your club to come to a club. Yeah, you think you're going to get it so easy. It is good for you to know that football can be very cruel, very very cruel. We all know some football have good fun crazy histories. Look at let's start with our own. If let's come home first, our own Nigerian Kanu Wanko that is one of the most decorated players that we have in football does not have any Nations Cup goal that comes not even one. The whole Nations Cup he played, no one goal. Not even the best Nations Cup that he played, though we did not win, which is the 2002 one that they used Ojoro to collect it from. He didn't even score one goal. You see, so my brother, football can be very cool. But you are the one who is wishing him that. Me, I don't have anything to wish him because it's not. I don't see any relationship I have with him. My own is a footballer. He should do his job. If he wins it, very good. People I'll be more happier for. Harry Kane is not even in my list. In fact, I know I will be happy for people like Bukayo Saka, who suffered a lot of racial abuse from the last European final that they played with Italy because of he missed a penalty shot. It took a lot. It took a lot for that to make the young man get out of that. So it's not easy for a young man who had a lot on his shoulders. Now guess what? This year penalty shootout that they played, their first penalty shootout they played against was it which country was that? And they played their penalty
Switzerland.
shootout. Switzerland. It was only one man of the rest. Most of the penalty takers we are people with who have who are blacks. The rest of there is just only one player who is Cole Palmer. The rest of them were blacks. So and they all converted their penalty. I remember someone mentioning that in something I read, and I was like, yeah, it's quite good because we need to say these things because the truth is that these guys they massacre these players, knowing fully well that they are human. They don't bloody care. They massacre them the moment they miss an important moment. You see someone saying in his room, on his bedroom, and say also of utter rubbish about someone who is
But
playing
but
the
but,
game
but
of
anyway,
football.
Shibaki, here's the thing though, and I'm not saying this to black players or players of African heritage and descent playing for foreign
Mm,
countries to make them feel bad. It is the situation of the economy of many African countries, Nigeria being one
mm.
of them. I've even made this joke many times, which will be a reality that in the next 30 years, the Canadian national team, both men and women, will be full of Nigerians. 90%, I'm sure of that.
That one, you are going far. You say the next what?
I said 30 years, 25 to 30 years.
But man, you're going too far now. Come on, bring it down. You're going too far. Very soon, even the next World Cup, you will see the lineup. You'll be off, even.
So,
You are going far.
but my point is
Look
this
at
though. So my point is this though that I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Bukayo Saka, before he decided to play for England, had it wasn't this was not like okay, we are not too sure. It's not like Ross Barkley or Dele Ali who like no, I'm not playing no matter what. Saka was like okay, maybe I will play for Nigeria, and then he
yeah,
decided
he
to switch.
considered playing for Nigeria, of
He switched to
course.
England. Now that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right. If even with the worst that Iwobi suffered during the Nations Cup, Iwobi's
Mm.
abuse online, let's be honest, was not to the level of what Sancho, Rashford, and Saka suffered last 3 years in Wembley.
Or where they
Yeah,
not
so
reach
so
now.
I'm not saying that
Home
he
is
shouldn't
your
play for
home.
England though, but
I get
you're
you.
not
I get
you're
you.
not a white man, so you know say no people.
I
You're not.
get where you are going to.
Uh-huh.
You know
See, let's be
some
honest, Igwe
we are
Chibai,
we
remove
are
all the black players
mm,
from European countries right now, like France, Belgium, England, Holland. Make all the whole black players clear from that national team. You see how bad European football will look like. This Euro Championship we are making us about, you will see how dead it will look like. Imagine Lukaku is not playing, Kante is not playing, Saliba is not playing, Mbappe is not playing, Bellingham is not playing, Saka is not playing. Eze is not playing. Doku is not. All these are all Africans, either from Congo, Cameroon, Democratic Republic, Nigeria, Senegal, they're all Guinea. They're all African. So, you know. Oh, oh apologies. We just lost connection there. We'll quickly try and reestablish, and then we'll continue with the podcast. Let me see if we can quickly reestablish connection. I just just lost him. All right, Igwe Chibyke. Igwe Chibyke, can you hear me? Igwe Chibyke, can you hear me? Your mic is muted. You need to mute your mic.
Yeah, I just lost your
Okay, so
connection.
anyway, that's fair. That's even is a nice segue. The network was even telling me it was time to move to our final topic. Igwe Chibyke, who wins this competition? Give us your score prediction and tell us why they win the competition. Carry on.
Well, anyway, to be frank to you, I don't know if I can be allowed to stay to sit on the fence on this one because
No, you
I
cannot.
just want
Igwe
to really
Chibyke. That fence, that
I
fence,
really
has,
want to
the,
sit
the
down
fence
on
has
it.
broken bottle. You can't sit on it. You get
Yeah,
broken bottle.
I feel I have some parts, I have some strong parts that can, insulate the bottle. So the thing is, I wish, I just wish to sit on the fence and watch this. Spain plays fantastic football. It is so tempted to say that Spain is going to take this. Anyway, I will, surprisingly, which I don't even believe I'm even saying it. I will go for England. Good Lord, I don't even believe I'm saying it, but I will. And I wish any other person could be there, not them. But I let them go. If they win it, no problem. Let us see how far we'll survive. We're not gonna die. Understand me? One of these days we're gonna talk about the thing we were talking about before the network went off because that was a very important talk. Understand me? But so far so good. There was one other thing I wanted to say. Sorry. I want this opportunity to actually say big kudos to what's his name? The manager of the English national team. What's his name?
Gareth
Southgate.
Southgate.
He has actually done a good job. That's the truth. So far so good that since he got into this, so actually since he got that job, the man has tested one final. Either it is a quarter final, which is the least he has. He has tested, which is the least. The rest have been semi-final, actual final. So he has really done well. But there's a progress, and I wish that when he finishes and if he succeeds to win this by God's grace, let him just prepare them
Leave.
small by telling them that the message that he's done. Put
Yes,
them
I
down so
agree.
that he can
I agree. He
rest.
should leave
Because
immediately.
they'll finish, they'll want to deal with it because you could imagine that this man was. You remember in the women tournament that they actually compared the women national team coach. They tried to link that woman to the England national job. Just
Yes.
imagine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man. Oh, I won't be saying how he take beach. Good luck to him. But that's it. I've dropped it. But I say he has really done well for himself. That's it.
All right,
Anything
so
will
Igwe
come.
Chibyke is
Fine.
going for a England victory only just because he doesn't want to sit on the fence, but more or less he's just going to enjoy the final. And honestly, we are all going to enjoy the final tomorrow. More so, I'm sure the English and the Spanish, or the Spaniards as they are called, would be looking forward to getting their hands on the trophy. All right, guys, if you're listening to this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are listening to this on our podcast on Spotify, it's called the Fanside Ninja Podcast. Please also like, share, and as well subscribe. Igwe Chibyke, thank you so much for your time. We shall have a review of the honestly of the Nations Cup. We shall have a review of the European Championships
Mhm.
after the fact, which is of course the final. My name remains Victor Godfrey. I say this all the time: be good and be safe. Keep it good as a sports fan, and you have one duty and one duty only here on Fanside Ninja, and that is to unleash your passion. Bye for now,
That
guys.
is.
Hello,
Thank you.
sportsman. This is your boy Igwe Chibyke. Wadala, you know what it is. So I know you have been enjoying our videos. The things we have been giving you, the contents is hard work. We ask you to please like, try and subscribe. Chin.
Like, share, and subscribe here on Fanside
Arrow.
Ninja.
Listen to me. I'm going to consult the gods on your behalf. You don't know who you are talking with.